I'll call the meeting to order of the Lancaster Neighborhood Revitalization Commission. Today is today's the 7th of August, and the meeting is called to order at 4:05. If we can get roll call today.
Commissioner Concepcion Harris. Commissioner Howard Harris.
Here.
Commissioner Hearns.
Here.
Commissioner Kiefer.
Here.
Commissioner Lawson. Vice Chair Moulton. And Chairman Derryberry.
I'm here.
We have a quorum.
Okay, now, do we have anyone here to do the invocation today? Would anyone in the auditorium like to lead us in invocation today? Please. And if you don't mind, tell us your name. And
Yes. My name is LaQuenta Wooten. LaQuenta Wooten.
Okay, the floor is yours. Thank you.
God, we thank you and we praise you for this opportunity to come together and to bring ideas that will uplift our community. God, I ask that you would help us all to make great decisions, Lord, and to keep moving forward in progression to help every member who lives here, God, the residents and those who are looking forward to the things that are to come. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Okay, I'd like to invite everyone to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. Okay, after me.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, now we'll go ahead and move to public business from the floor. This is time for citizens that would like to address the Lancaster Neighborhood Revitalization Commission on agendized items. To speak on this item, please complete a speaker card in the back of the room. Individual speaker cards have 3 minutes each. Do we have any speakers on any of the agendized items today?
No, sir.
All right, so we'll go ahead and move forward to the consent calendar. We have our meeting minutes for the July 3rd, 2012 meeting of this commission. As commissioners had an opportunity to review the minutes for their accuracy. If so, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I second it.
All right, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed?
I abstain.
Okay, and then one abstention. So the minutes pass. And I have signed those, Linda. And I'll give them to you today and not take them back to my office. Okay, so we'll go ahead and move now to new business from the floor. One of the most exciting times of the year for this commission, where we get to showcase the Unite program that the city so graciously puts on for the community here. I'll go ahead and, Patty, you're going to lead us in the presentations today. Go ahead and have Patty Garibay from Parks, Recreation, and Arts tell us what we're dealing with.
Good afternoon, Chairman and Commissioners. This year marks our third anniversary of the Unite Lancaster program. Each year, Unite Lancaster has grown in terms of, our program has grown, and this year's projects are superior in terms of the quality, diversity, and the creativity that was used in putting these together. After a rigorous review that included commissioners and also members of our Safer, Stronger Neighborhoods team, 7 projects are being presented this afternoon for your consideration and final approval. We've invited 5 of our 7 project managers to share their Unite proposal, which they hope to facilitate this fall. Those projects include Mental Toughness for Success, Historic Boulevard District, Sticks and Stones Heal the Bullying, Unite Chess Program, and unfortunately, Unity by Numbers was not able to join us today. Now I will turn it over to Kiana O'Leary, who will introduce the Mental Toughness for Success program.
Good afternoon. It is such a privilege to be here with you and to enjoy your air conditioning at this time. Just wanted to let you know that a little bit about LYDF, Lancaster Youth Development Foundation. we have a heart to serve underprivileged young people who live in social, economical disadvantaged communities. And when we heard about the Unite program, we thought that it would be a win-win program for our foundation. One, we would be able to partner with young people to serve in the community in the field of landscaping. And two, we would have the forum to be able to give them some strategies on how to develop the mentality for success. So for 5 weeks, we will have keynote speakers who will give young people strategies and help develop their successful skills. And at the conclusion on September 22nd, we look forward to joining these young people in partnership to provide free landscaping to communities in the community residents and the El Dorado resident.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Chairman and Commissioners. My name is Robert Benitez, and I sit on the board of the Outreach Center, which is a local gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender community center. Last year, we were actually a returning organization to the Unite program. Last year, we did the Quality Mural, which is off of 10th Street West, and I believe it's H8. This year, we hope to keep that success going with our new project this year, the Unity Path. The Unity Path, the idea behind that was actually taken from a project that dealt with domestic violence. So the idea of taking words that were used hurtfully against you and putting them on a paver or some sort of brick that you could lay down in a pathway that you could walk over and feel empowered that you've successfully, overcome the struggle in your life. Excuse me. Let's see. So we're inviting other community organizations such as CASA, Valley Oasis, and the NAACP to join us and make the project a success. We're hoping to have a workshop at the Museum of Art and History in their educational classroom to go ahead and actually facilitate this project, the painting of the bricks. We're hoping to do this in a pathway along El Dorado Park to improve that, beautify that area, with again the goal of empowering these people who have faced some sort of intolerance in their life.
Fantastic. Thank you, Robert.
Good afternoon, Chairman, Commissioners. My name is Martin Gomez. I'm here with the Historic of Lancaster. I'm here to, we plan on revitalizing a neighborhood in our area between Oldfield and New Grove. We be working with the parkways in front of the homes. We will be landscaping for less tolerant for plants for water. I'm sorry, I'm a little nervous. And we will just be working with 6 homes in our neighborhood to kind of beautify the area and landscape the parkways for more drought-tolerant landscape plants and such.
Great.
So,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Good afternoon, Chairman and Commissioner. My name is Samuel. I'm the proud principal of Monte Vista. We have Project Monkey See, Monkey Do. The purpose of this project is to provide training for our families in regards to pedestrian safety and bike safety. We have reduced our number of buses that transport our kids to our school to 2. So that means many of the students either walking or their parents are dropping them off at school. So our goal is to provide safety training for them. And we do have many students who live just down the street at those apartments. And this is the best way for us to make sure that our kids know when it's appropriate to be crossing the street. And in addition, we're so close to LPAC, so many of our primary grades and also upper grade, occasionally they would go to LPAC for their field trip, a walking field trip, and this is a great way for us to kind of train them and how to walk safely from our campus to LPAC. So thank you.
Thank you.
Samuel, I sit on the board of the Performing Arts Center Foundation as well, and I also drive down Lancaster Boulevard every morning. The crossing guard that you have that works for your school there, right on Lancaster Boulevard, is fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
She is so nice. She always waves, and she's a very, very petite woman, and she always gets the cars to stop, and it's just she does a great job. So, and I get so excited every time I see your kids come to the Performing Arts Center because I think it's a great program. So, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Yes.
All right, my name is Day, and I am bringing chess. You probably all each have a flyer of this around you. I am bringing a chess activity to your Unite Day. I am so excited about it. We're going to have between 60 and 100 kids, grades K through 6, participating. They're going to spend a whole day learning the various chess pieces, how they move, and actually competing in a tournament for trophies right there on the spot. At the end of the day, each family will go home with a chess set and know how to play the game of chess, so that it is just not just a one-day thing where they learn all of these benefits that will help them in school, such as the pattern recognition of reading and math, the forward thinking, the planning, and all of these neat skills that they pick up from chess. But it will go with them lifetime because they will take the set home with them and be able to continue it. In addition, I'm hoping that this will jumpstart a chess club at El Dorado, where we'll meet once a week for the whole school year. Any questions?
No, that's great.
Thank you very much.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Jessica Igabusi, and I'm representing the Baha'is of Lancaster. What we're proposing is that this would be our third year active in the Unite program. What we did last year that we're also proposing to do this year, but add a little bit, is unity by numbers, which is for safety reasons. The house address on the curb that is in the black and white. In the area that we started on 2nd and Division, you couldn't see them, and that trees were overgrown, so fire response couldn't get there, police couldn't get there in time. They'd search for the house. So we would go and we'd paint the white and then paint the black, and then they can get there in a decent amount of time and safe. So we use the youth that we have, and also we did 10 months. We took 2 months off, but we did 10 months of the 12. What we're proposing this time is that adding more youth to it so that we can do more houses and get more numbers done, as well as pick up trash from the neighborhood area. So we're going to tap into Courtsville High School as volunteer hours so that we can get more manpower to do that.
And you're also focusing in the El Dorado area as well,
Yes.
correct? Awesome.
Yep.
Thank you.
It was the Baha'is of Lancaster.
Baha'is of
Thank you.
Patty, remind us, we heard from 6 groups today. How many total groups do we have?
We have 7 groups. The last project that actually wasn't able to make it this afternoon is Back to School program. And basically what they're proposing is to have a 1-week training session where they meet with parents and kids who are going to be incoming middle school students at Endeavor Middle School, and basically providing them with different courses where they prepare the kids, they prepare the families for the transition into middle school. So they talk about, being a leader as a new student at school, what to expect as a 6th grader, how to make good choices, things like that. It's a really exciting project. Unfortunately, again, they weren't able to join us today, but they hope to do this project at Endeavor Middle School this year with their incoming 6th graders, and if all goes well, then they hope to to expand the program to different schools in the Lancaster School District. So another very exciting project.
Great, great.
And so just so you know, staff is currently working on the 2nd phase of the Unite program, which includes coordinating activities and securing sponsorship. With your approval, we will continue working toward our goal of implementing the program on September 22nd. It's a Saturday, and I'm happy to answer any questions related to the Unite program before you take a vote tonight, or this afternoon.
Now, Patty, I suspect, and this is more just for me, I suppose. Mm-hmm. The groups obviously are doing this with they need assistance, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, is there a list that you can provide for us that maybe us as a commission can seek some sponsors for the groups if possible? I mean, obviously the unity by numbers, I suspect you need paint donations, and that was just one example. So that way we can go to those that we know in the community to try to seek some assistance.
Absolutely. We do have members of our Safer, Stronger Neighborhoods team who are currently working on some sponsorship, but any assistance that you could provide, especially if you have any relationships with local businesses, companies such as Home Depot and Lowe's, those guys have always been very generous to the Unite program, but any other relationships that you have, even something as, even a local restaurant, because we have a lot of groups, for example, the Back to School night, they hope to do, to have refreshments for the people that come to their event. So if we have a connection at like a Panera Bread or a local donut shop even. If you could help us out with those connections, that would be fantastic. I can definitely provide you with a list of things that we're looking for. And like I said, we have a group of committed Safer Stronger Neighborhoods team members that are working on that, and we'd be happy to work with you also on that and get you to help us out in different ways.
Well, I think we need to work with you.
Absolutely.
Well, the recommendation from city staff is that we approve these 7 programs for the 2012 Unite program. So I'll entertain a motion in a second if you guys do agree with those 7 programs that have been presented by the individuals today.
I'll make a motion to approve the 7 programs that the city has submitted.
I'll second it. I just have one little comment. I'm hoping that the Historic Boulevard District program and the Mental Toughness for Success program can work together, because it seems like that would be a good connection there, that since they're going to be doing gardening anyways.
No, good comment. So all those in favor say, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None. Okay. So the recommendation is approved.
Great.
Thank you. Okay, we'll go ahead and move on to new business item number 2. We have recommendation from the council to schedule a special meeting for a discussion and the possible recommendation regarding a regulation of vicious and potentially dangerous dogs in rental housing units. The commissioners received an email from city staff regarding the proposed ordinance, and basically what the council would like us to do is review this ordinance with the community to see how they feel about this. I mean, ideally we would have individuals from all those that would be affected by the ordinance come and talk and explain to us how they would be affected. I think it would be a great idea, and it's been recommended that the city attorney be present. He's here on Tuesdays, so I'd like to propose 2 dates that we would have a special meeting for us to tackle this issue. The 2 dates are August 21st and August 28th. The 21st, I think, would be a preferred date because the 28th is a council meeting. The council chambers will be heavily occupied that day, and if we have a meeting that is well attended, I think we could have some problems. So I think the 21st would be preferred if that's something that we can have a consensus on amongst the 4 of us today. I mean, obviously we have 3 members that aren't here, so hopefully we can. Obviously, we'll need a quorum, but the 21st would be my recommendation.
Are we talking 4 o'clock?
No, actually, we have another meeting that the city attorney will be attending at 4 p.m. that evening. We're probably looking at either a 1 p.m. afternoon and or 5 p.m. in the evening.
My vote would be for 5, just to not get a meeting in the middle of the day, and perhaps to get more attendance from residents.
The 21st is on a Tuesday. Yeah, they're both Tuesdays. I would prefer a 5 o'clock meeting, obviously, as well. It's. If we're going to get a true gauge on what the community feels about this ordinance and what's been proposed, I think we're going to have far better attendance if we do 5 o'clock. So, I mean, I would say 5 o'clock as well, if that seems okay.
I have a meeting at 4:30 that day.
Okay. And what about you, Angela?
Well, mine is flexible. So.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and I mean, we have tentatively 3 here today. Michelle will be unable to make it. Reach out to the other commissioners to see if we can do this. We've also discussed the potential of canceling the September meeting in lieu of having this meeting, so that we don't inundate the commission. Because right this second we don't have anything that's incredibly pressing. I obviously would want the Unite programs in September, so as opposed to making us all do a million things, let's try to limit those. So let's go ahead and schedule the meeting on August 21st at 5 p.m. in the council chambers to review this ordinance. I believe, did you guys all receive the ordinance in your email, the proposed ordinance?
Yes, I did. One thing, maybe we could even talk about possibly making it 6. I don't know if that's a possibility or not. If she has a 4:30, and depending on the other commissioners' availability and schedule,
Yeah, I'm open. I mean, I'm open for 6 o'clock as well.
that would allow the possibility of her being there and maybe all commissioners if it's later.
Yeah, I don't suspect that'll be an issue. Any
Chairman?
problem with the city attorney, do you think, at the state to let's have a 6 o'clock meeting? I mean, I guess he is part of our...
Yeah, no problem. So I talked with him, Mr. Chair, and he said as long as it was on one of those 2 dates, he'll be here. So.
Okay. Well, then let's say 6 o'clock. It gives everyone time to finish their work day. And then we can go and hear what people have to say about this ordinance.
Chair, may I get a vote on that? A motion and a vote, please?
Absolutely. So I'll entertain a motion for the 21st at 6 p.m. to have a special meeting for the purposes of discussing and possibly recommending regulation for the vicious and potentially dangerous dogs as they relate to the rental housing units.
I'll make a motion for that meeting to be held on the 21st at 6 p.m.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, the motion carries. Okay, we'll go ahead and, Brenda, do we have any updates from you?
Actually, yes. We have the Public Safety Fair going on right now over at Pierre Banning Park from 3 to 9 p.m. tonight in support of National Night Out. So we'd love for you to come on over there and the public to come out. We've got things like the tank over there and ponies and emergency preparedness items that you can purchase, and there's some giveaways over there, and there's barbecue food. 15% of it goes to the Boy Scouts, so it's supporting that group.
What park, Brenda? I'm sorry.
Pierre Banning Park, it's at 3rd Street East and 5th Street East and Avenue I. Thank you.
Used to be East Side Park, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, great.
Yes.
And that goes till 9 tonight, you said?
Yes. And then the mayor has also asked that residents leave their porch lights on in support of National Night Out tonight.
Okay,
And that's it.
great. Okay, now, obviously, we have an empty auditorium here, so I'll read this as quickly as possible, and then we're now to the public business from the floor. We request that any person who would like to address the Lancaster Neighborhood Vitalization Commission on non-agendized matters complete a speaker card, and you will find the speaker cards in the back table of the council chambers. Additionally, we respectfully request that you fill out the cards completely and print as clearly as possible so that if necessary, the commission or city staff will be able to contact either by phone or email, phone or mail. Individual speakers are limited to 3 minutes each, and when you approach the podium, please notice that there are 3 lights. The green lights come on when you begin, the yellow light will come on when you have 30 seconds remaining, and the red light will come on when your 3 minutes are up. We ask that you be considerate of the allotted time to allow other speakers to have their 3 minutes as well. Following this procedure will allow for a smooth and timely process for the commission meeting, and we appreciate your cooperation. State law requires the Lancaster Neighborhood Vitalization Commission from taking action on items not on the agenda, and your matter will be referred to staff. Although I know the answer, do we have any speaker cards today? No speaker cards. Any commissioner comments today? All right, I'll look forward to seeing you on the 21st at 6 p.m. Our next regular meeting, as scheduled as of today, which I may cancel depending on how the next few weeks go, was scheduled for September 4th, 4 p.m. in these chambers. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and adjourn the meeting at 4:29.